My mind is a raging torrent, flooded with rivulets of thought, cascading into a waterfall of creative alternatives.
Let the carnage begin.
Welcome to What the Buck, your fan-based, fan-centric internet radio broadcast. Get ready to listen to Old School and D.Sanchez break it down for you as only lifelong fans can bring it. Check out the action at www.whatthebuck.net or check out the action with video at mooheadradio.com. And now your hosts, Old School and D.Sanchez.
Where's your headset?
It's alive!
Good evening, everybody, and I'll tell you what, we had our first example of false advertising this evening with the fact that D.Sanchez is not in the house tonight. It's the doctor sitting to my right in the co-pilot chair this evening. D.Sanchez is out hopefully watching a fight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Bo Sox.
That's right.
So,
it's going to get nasty over there at the Trop tonight.
It could get nasty, and we're hoping to hear a field report from our boy D.Sanchez at some point during the evening, as he is rocking it over at the Trop. So we, of course, do have our D.Sanchez face, just in case we need to do a D.Sanchez.
That's right.
He'll be here and ready and in spirit with us. But I want to thank everyone who's joined us so far tonight. We've got some people coming into the chat room. We got World of Hammy, who represents us strong over at MySpace. We got Tony, the Vikings calf, who is talking much shit on the Moohead Radio Network about what the Purple People Eaters are going to do to what he called the Butt Pirates in Tampa this year. So I expect all of our Buccaneer people to give him a ration of shit for that. We got Red 75, Spent, myself, the Doctor, Chris Chaos, and Chain Link representing over in the chat room. So we want to thank you guys for coming in tonight. Hopefully lots more people fan in. We got a number of things to talk about. We got some people that are not in the chat room. If you're not in the chat room, stop being antisocial queens and go over to the Captain's Deck, and I'll throw that URL up here on the screen for the Captain's Deck. If you go over to thecaptainsdeck.net, you can log in there, even as a guest if you don't want to create an account, and join everyone else in the chat instead of being an antisocial little girl. So,
last week we had a great chat going. Let's try to do the same thing again this week.
Absolutely. We got Balls showing up now and Creepy Crawly, too. So,
yep.
Queens, there's no excuse for you to stand over there with your anime icon. Just hop back over to the chat room. So, again, I want to thank everyone for joining the show. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, despite the fact that there's absolutely nothing of significant interest going on, with the notable exception of Ernest Graham signed a 4-year contract, everybody.
All right.
I don't know about anyone else, but I'm pretty excited about that. So you guys have probably already heard the news about this. It's essentially a 3-year deal. It extends to 4 years. It covers $10.5 million on the extension, which sounds downright fair to me.
Yeah, sure. It's almost a bargain. The production he gave us last year.
Well, there was a report, I think it was Adam Schefter, who was saying that this is not the money of a starter, and so he expect running back by committee here in Tampa. Well, I expect running back by committee even someone who had starter money, right?
Same.
Carnell Williams is probably still making starter money.
Exactly.
And both of us really kind of want Carnell to sit his ass on the sideline for a while.
Agreed.
So we'll see how things work. We got a couple more people over there joining in on the chat room. We will recognize you as soon as we get a chance. But now it's nice to see that we have finally taken care of the Ernest Graham situation in a positive way.
So is Garcia next?
That's what Red 75 has been asking over on the board. It looks like he asked again here. I don't know they're going to do anything for Jeff, to be quite honest. Jeff has been in working his butt off in camp. Here's a chance to be a relative good guy and do something for Jeff, but they have no need to do it.
They don't have to.
Yeah. So I'd like to see that done. I'd like to see us do something like that. And Red, you and I are in the same boat here. I'd like to see him lock him up for 2 years. Give him some money. Even if you got a veteran on the bench to help a Luke McCown or a Josh Johnson or an unnamed person who doesn't play for the Bucs yet who knows how to throw a football.
That's right.
But
we'll give anyone a look who can throw a football around here.
Sure, why not? Why not? So, but yeah, I mean, I hope so. I hope they're going to get Greg White squared away. I hope they're going to. Hopefully that guest 7249 is Queens. Guest 7249, please let us know if that's you, Queens. But anyway, it's just good news. It's good to see something positive happen, since everyone has been talking about how bad things have been going in the front office, including us, sort of on a weekly basis. And it is Queens. He's apparently just a little shy. So you guys make guest 7249 feel welcome over there, because he's being a little girl. At any rate, another piece of good news out of Tampa, Warwick Dunn received a pretty significant award when he was recently inducted into the World Sports Humanitarian Hall of Fame.
Well deserved.
Indeed, joining such legendary names as Tom Landry, David Robinson, Arthur Ashe, and Jackie Robinson. That ain't bad company.
No, not at all.
So, I mean, everybody knows that Warwick is a class act. It's good to see him get an award like that. So we've had a couple of really interesting things going on with some Buccaneers, and with Dunn and Bennett and Graham. Not to mention some of the young bucks we got roaming around.
That is a great backfield we're going to have this year, running behind an even better offensive line. So I'm excited about that part of it.
As am I. So I want to make sure everyone knows how to interact with us tonight. We have all the normal avenues available. We got the phone lines open at 813-964-7364. If you have questions, comments, rants, tirades, fire them into questions at whatthebuck.net. We are live in the Captain's Deck chat room over at thecaptainsdeck.net, like you see on the screen. Left-hand pane, there's a link that says Bucks Chat Room. You can hop in there and join us and throw your questions and comments in real time. And we try and do the best we can to take those real time. I also want to mention a couple of other things. Pewtercrew.com, obviously you guys have been over there helping us out tremendously. Blue Marlin Group and buckgear.com. One other point, we are booking our trips, folks.
Yep.
We've got New Orleans booked, and now I know a couple of us have Chicago booked. We're booking those things through Buck Fan Tours. So www.buckfantours.com. If you order, you can get a discount if you say you come from What the Buck, and we will be having a good time. Hopefully we'll be able to run into Gregster up there in Chicago. And then a little bit later in the season, we'll start working on our Carolina game as well as our Atlanta game.
Hot Atlanta.
Yeah, Hot Atlanta. Atlanta's easy because they only have about 6 people that really go to those games.
Yeah.
And it's only like a 5-hour drive, so we could always just drive up there and get good seats.
And not only that, all the road trips are to pretty cool towns.
Yeah, not bad at all. One other note to remind you guys about, we do have D.Sanchez's hot birthday bash coming up Saturday, July 12th at Channelside Hooters.
It's going to be a good time. They got a big crowd. You see how many people were invited on the
Evite?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Evite is pretty large, folks. So if you're a local person, you enjoy the show, if you've been involved in any of the tailgates we've done, or you just want to go out and hang out with some folks that you talk to on a weekly basis here on the show, give Amanda, Dee's wife, a call, or give us a note here at the station,
yeah,
the studio, if you will, and we'll get you all the information you need. We're going to start at the Hooters channel side. We're all going to try and rep our What the Buck gear, and if you don't have any What the Buck gear, then that's a perfect segue for the first whore out of the evening. Support What the Buck by going out to our Cafe Press site and get some What the Buck gear. So I think that pretty much covers all of the whoring out that I need to do currently. And Queens is crying because I never gave him free gear. How about you just spend some of that money you make? Come on now. With that being said, we're going to move into breaking news, which we already kind of jumped into a little bit with the Graham news and then the Dunn. Obviously, without D here, we don't have quite the breadth of breaking news as we normally do.
Yeah.
But I do have a couple of topics that I want to cover, and we'll try and cover some things that I think would be interesting. And to be honest, I like to make fun of people. So the first thing is, I don't know if any of you guys remember who Mike Vanderjagt is.
Oh, gosh.
Anyone? The idiot kicker.
Yeah.
As coined by Mr. Manning. He's now playing for the Toronto Argonauts, and Friday night he missed 3 kicks. His first 3 field goal kicks he missed. He made his last 2 though, helped the team to win 23-16. The 2 that he made were 49 and 44 yards, but 2 out of 5 ain't gonna cut it.
No, definitely not.
It just is not gonna cut it for a kicker. But it's nice to see that he's still an idiot.
He'll be coaching high school somewhere soon. Don't worry.
Perfect. A drinking problem and abusive. Perfect for a high school coach.
Perfect.
On other news, the guy we almost took instead of Cadillac Williams, Mike Williams, he's improved in his summer workouts in Tennessee, but it looks like he still may get cut.
Ooh.
So I would assume if he does get cut there, you will immediately hear the rumors that he'll come here. Because, we liked him a lot, and he could be a bargain.
Yeah. Another one of those.
I don't need a face of myself, do I? Because if it's a bargain, if it's a deal, we can take advantage.
Another one of those.
Hey, we got TSZ Mike joining us over in the chat room. Welcome to the show, TSZ Mike. How you doing?
Mike's in the house.
Good to have some TSZ folks over here representing in the chat room.
I was gonna say Williams, another one of those stellar draft picks by
Mikey
Millen up there.
Matt Millen, the receiving combine. He's like a puppy mill for receivers. Horrible. So one of the interesting topics of discussion everywhere is what's going to happen with Cadillac Williams, right? Everyone has talked significantly about how well he's done in the offseason, recuperating, etc. And the question is really going to be, what do we want to do with an 80-person limit? Do we want to list him as physically unable to perform, give him a chance to come back a little bit later, or what? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. Here at What the Buck, we think he should not be playing yet. We should let him heal all the way.
Yeah,
We've got enough
it's
bodies in that
unanimous
position.
among the three of us.
If you think we're crazy, please do let us know. Hit us up at questions@whatthebuck.net. Joe Horn. Joe Horn, the man without a team, it seems. Atlanta doesn't really want him, and now it seems like the Cowboys don't really want him.
Is it because he talks too much, or what is it? I mean, is he
maybe
done?
His cell phone bill?
Yeah,
I don't know.
be.
But a whole lot of noise signifying nothing.
Yep.
That sounds like an important quote, but I can't remember why. There are some rumors that the Cardinals are going to bump Anquan Bolden's contract up a little bit. He's been clearly unhappy, and they are intimating with a courtesy call to Agent Rosenhaus, saying that they want to give him a bump. Subsequent, or not coincidentally, Anquan. I wish I had a name like Anquan. That's a way cooler name than Derek. I'm just saying. I couldn't pull off Anquan, though, could I?
I wish my mom would have put, like, Lushawn on the front of my name.
How about you just call me Anquan for the rest of the show?
Anquan?
Yeah,
okay,
call me Anquan.
I can handle that.
So, at any rate, Anquan, same name as me,
Yeah.
had intimated that if he did not receive some sort of compensation, he would not be coming to camp. He was going to take his cheeseburgers and go home.
Nice.
But it does look as though there's going to be some sort of a bump, some sort of a comp adjustment.
Good for him.
Anquan. I don't have a problem with him making some more money. He's a good receiver. It'd be nice if he could finish the season once or twice, but that's apparently a dying art. The Packers have reported they're going to use the blitz more often. They feel as though the lack of pass rush. Here's the stretch.
Okay.
Here's the stretch. The lack of pass rush was because they didn't blitz any last year.
Oh, that's going to solve that.
I think. Shabifa. That's funny. That's funny, Red 75.
Tony the Calf said, I'm going to start calling old school Shabifa.
Nice, Tony. So brave from Minnesota or wherever the hell you are. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see.
Chat room smack. You got to love it.
Yeah, internet tough guys. That's fine. Nick Barnett, who we made fun of him a couple weeks ago because Nick Barnett's the guy that got chokeslammed by the old ref. He's definitely looking forward to getting some more chances to hit somebody instead of getting bitch slapped into the ground by a 90-year-old. So he's pretty excited about it. He only got 3.5 sacks last year, and he thinks there's going to be a reasonable chance for him to increase that with additional blitzing. And last but not least of the around the league notes that I think it's last but not least. I got a couple more.
I got to go back 1 second. So
Sure.
the Cardinals, Anquan, your namesake.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, is half their salary cap going to wide receiver now?
Well, between him and Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're paying old boy the tight end too. What the hell's his name? That big cat.
Oh.
Vernon Davis in San Francisco. They got a big ass.
Someone
tight
help
end
us
too.
out with that.
Who's the big tight end in Arizona? Georgia guy, I think. Anyway, they're paying him pretty good money too, if I recall.
Rodgers.
It doesn't. Pope. That's
Pope.
it.
That's
Pope is
it.
the answer. Thank you. Pope. I'm pretty sure he's getting paid pretty well too.
Leonard Pope.
Yeah, and I mean they're still paying old boy Leinart because he's got to fund all those
Yeah.
co-ed hot tub parties.
Hot tub party. He's got to pay for the kegs, I'm sure.
Yep. I was right. He was out of Georgia.
It's probably all top shelf flavored vodka for him too.
Well, and a lot of wine coolers because those girls aren't of age yet.
A lot of wine coolers.
They're not of age. They can't handle that. Child support. Nice spent. There is apparently, it's amazing. The internet has changed so many things. I sound like such an old person when I talk like this. And it's weird to have an old guy named Anquan. You think only young guys would be named Anquan. You don't think about like Granddad Anquan. But Reggie Williams, apparently there was a MySpace rumor. Old Quan.
Old Quan.
That is humorous. Apparently there was a MySpace rumor that he was going to retire.
Really?
Reggie Williams is going to retire. Now, that would be interesting because I don't know that he ever really started playing because he's only caught the ball about 23 times more than us.
Reggie who?
Reggie, exactly.
Who?
But his publicist has come out and publicly denied that he is retiring.
Wow.
So it's good. The Jaguars can rest comfortably
knowing that Reggie Williams
is going to be safe. They're just getting over their nightmares about old boy Matt.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's interesting. Now the other thing that
I
popped
wonder if
up,
the coach slips up and calls him Keenan every now and then, or Jimmy.
Jimmy. Oh,
damn.
Oh man. So Kevin Jones, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, whether we would be interested in the Kevin Jones type guy, and there was just all sorts of news about the trainer guy that he's using, and I'll find out who his name is. Everyone's like completely pachiggity. Anyone? Pachiggity? About this guy. The Bucs may be interested in Kevin Jones. And this, of course, is not something that...
Did we start that?
I don't think we started it. I'd love to take credit for it. But according to Roto World, which is, just as valid as any other crazy source on the internet, including us, the comment they had, and I'm going to quote Roto World, "The marginalization of Ernest Graham continues. Jones hasn't been linked to Tampa before, and they aren't one of the 6 known teams to witness a workout this offseason. But his style would certainly fit the team." What style is that? Being injured?
Yeah.
Because, that would fit our running back
fits
core.
right in.
That's true.
Fits right in.
Perhaps this is Jones being smart and seeing a situation where he could rehab his value. It's uncertain if they've offered a contract. I'm betting no.
Maybe he just likes the workout facility, the buffet. I don't know what it is.
$1 is a really...
It's a nice place to hang out while you rehab.
Yeah, it's an excellent place. But yeah, so we're hoping that that's a big negative. Another Vatek failure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that list of Vatek failures is long. It's almost as long as the list of bad UF quarterbacks.
Ouch.
Oh, why did he do that?
Zing.
Wow. And someone's just chiming in about Najee Davenport, who's looking for a job. Najee, ex running back. I don't know. Pittsburgh. I don't know what the hell's happening with Pittsburgh. I'd like to think Tomlin's got that ship under control up there, but there's some interesting things going on. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not a big Najee guy, so I don't know what I think about that necessarily. But I know that Fast Willie Parker has got that place locked down.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I agree.
He's a bad man too.
Red 75. I agree. Najee was never particularly fast. He was just one of those guys that could kind of do everything, and you didn't lose a lot. Balls Deep is going into UF as well with the wide receivers.
You started something tonight.
Dude, I know. It hurts. Queasy. They got to make fun of Queasy.
You know what's funny? As many points as that UF team scores,
yeah,
we have more defensive players who have made impact in the league than on offense.
Right.
It's a system.
It's the oop-de-oop.
Yeah.
They run a 17 wide receiver set.
I mean, we could pretty much field an all-star team with the defensive players, but that offense is just... ridiculous.
The UF alums are getting their balls kicked right now. UF O-linemen. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, all right. Well, that's sort of the update from around the league. Do we have any what the buck were they thinking?
Yeah, we got a few.
I want to welcome Buck32 into the house as well. We got a nice little healthy chat room going on over there.
Yep,
so that's
we got
nice
quite
to
a
have.
few people. Did you shout out Chris Chaos?
I did not. Chris Chaos, definitely.
In the house. Creepy. Always
Creepy Crawley is definitely there.
All right, let's see. Who we got for what the buck were they thinking? How about this one? Willie Andrews, accused of pointing gun at his fiance's head. What? Yeah. If anyone didn't know, Willie Andrews is a defensive back for the New England Patriots.
They have defensive backs left? I thought other defensive backs signed somewhere else.
And not only that, but I thought they just used wide receivers to play D-back for him.
Oh, touchdown. Troy Brown. Look
you
at
know?
that.
Anyway, Andrew's fiance says he pointed the gun at her after she accused him of cheating on her. So was he, in effect, trying to say, no, I didn't cheat on you? Or was he trying to cover his lie by pointing this gun at her?
Or was he just a... I think he was just a jackass.
She told police she was scared, not only because she had a gun in her face, but because he had threatened to shoot her in the past.
Nice. Because if this was the first time, she
wouldn't have been scared.
Yeah, no big deal.
I mean, no big deal. I just got a gun pointed at my face.
It's just jokes. It's this gun thing.
He is facing a charge of assault with a dangerous weapon. This is the second arrest for Andrews just this offseason. The day after the Super Bowl, he was arrested for marijuana possession.
Nice.
So, Willie's having a good offseason. To make this whole thing just that much sweeter, last month the Boston Herald ran a puff piece about Andrews, talking about how he had put all his problems behind him, and now he was likely to go ahead and put that NFL career behind him as well, because it looks like the team is going to release him.
we had a very, very humorous comment here. Can you try and find a picture of this lady that he tried to threaten? Not that it would make it any better.
Oh, goodness.
But apparently, Jane says that her head is huge. In fact, he might be tempted to take aim as well.
Oh, gosh.
So, she got that Pez dispenser head. So, we'll find out what that's all about, Jane. Creek is in the house. We got a nice, lively crew in here tonight. We got Creek in the house.
Thanks to everybody for showing up over there. It's
absolutely.
Awesome.
We got new people, old people, young people. Good stuff. All here to hear Anquan and the Doc.
That's right.
Talk about the Bucks, and hopefully we'll hear D.Sanchez call in from the game when Coco Crisp is getting smacked down.
Yeah, that's right.
By some guy on the Rays team.
The only other what the Buck were they thinking we have this week are the 2 baseball incidents.
Oh, that's right.
You want to go ahead and bring those up here real quick?
Yeah, we'll cover those.
Just apparently, this happened on Saturday. Manny Ramirez from the Red Sox, just Manny being Manny, apparently pushed his team's traveling secretary to the ground because he wasn't happy with the secretary for not getting enough tickets for him for the game in Houston. He apparently pushed him to the ground and yelled at him, "Just do your job."
There you go. There you go.
Apparently him and this guy Jack McCormick got together later, discussed the incident. Manny apologized, said everything's cool now. But yeah, basically shoved the traveling manager to the ground and told him to do his job.
Tough guy.
Tough guy.
Tough guy. He wanted more tickets.
Yeah.
It was, free tickets, might I add.
Free tickets.
Free tickets.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this guy organized the tickets, Creepy, and apparently Manny wanted some extra free tickets for his peoples there and didn't have enough.
Yeah, this guy Jack McCormick travels around with the Red Sox, and when they're at the away games, he's in charge of making sure the players get what they want. Yeah. But Manny, apparently 16 was too much.
Well, I wonder if a travel secretary is used for the Baltimore Ravens. We did have another What the Buck Were They Thinking. Derek Martin, a cornerback for the Baltimore Ravens, was found with drugs trying to get through airport security.
Nice.
Yeah. Clearly a bright guy. Out of Wyoming, though, so we can't blame, UF or something.
No.
So anyway, he will be on suspension. This is not good for them. But then again, it's for Baltimore, and I don't even know if they're going to play this year. So
I don't care really about Baltimore.
Yeah, it's like and Spence writes like $150 fine.
Yeah, exactly. The other one that I wanted to mention was this is probably the most publicized incident this week. Relief pitcher for the Houston Astros, Sean Chacon, apparently got in a physical altercation with the team's general manager, Ed Wade. Mr. Wade came into the clubhouse. I guess Sean was sitting there having some lunch or something, and Ed came in and said, "Hey, we need to talk to you in the manager's office." And Sean Chacon got a little hostile right off the bat, said, "No, I don't want to go in there. Whatever you got to tell me, you can tell me right here." And it wound up the two of them yelling at each other, and Chacon apparently pulling a Latrell Sprewell and trying to choke out the GM. It was awesome. He has since been waived, and the Players Union has filed a grievance. So we'll see how that goes.
Because he was waived for choking a guy out?
Because he was waived after this altercation with the general manager.
Nice.
So we'll see how that plays out.
Nice. On whether he regretted the incident, Chacon said, quote, "If there's any regret, I just wish they had just left me alone," end quote. Awesome. Nice. Well, I mean, it's a good thing that our athletes don't feel as though they're entitled to anything. That's terrific.
Yeah, it's great.
So,
I have not been able to find this picture of Willie Andrews'
if you guys have a picture of Willie Andrews'
please forward it
potential
on.
target,
send us a link.
Yeah, definitely send us a link, however you want to. So,
trying to find this thing.
Yep. So we'll keep looking. Additionally, the Doc's gonna have the score for the Rays Red Sox game up over here because I'm not allowed to
pulled up.
I'm not allowed to put anything baseball on my computer.
Anquan's head will melt if he tries to do something like that.
Absolutely. It's 1-0 apparently, according to Spent, who's keeping track of this sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll try to keep everyone updated as the game goes on. B.J. Upton solo home run to give us the lead in the bottom of the first.
Top of the second. Yep. Anyway, that's as exciting as baseball gets, folks. I wish I could make it more interesting than that. But that's pretty much it. There's some guys standing around watching one guy throw a ball. That's pretty much what's happening over at the Trop. No chokes, no
Nothing
no
yet.
flying knees, no razor blades tucked into a cleat.
Johnny Gomes would be the one to do that too.
Indeed.
He may break out the old steel steps, where they bring out the steel steps and just slam them right down.
That would be sweet.
I might see Johnny Gomes do that tonight.
Yep. So, closet Panther fans. Oh, I think TSZ Mike is calling Spent out because of her unholy alliance with the Panthers.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that's sort of news from around the league. I mean, there was an interesting article. This is how gay I am.
What?
So I get Sports Illustrated because
you like Coldplay.
I know you're gay. So I get Sports Illustrated because everybody gets Sports Illustrated. You get it for the free 5 issues, and then you end up getting it for the rest of your life. And he's talking about you, Spent. So there's an article about bathing suits coming into the Olympics.
Okay. What?
Apparently there's a particular bathing suit, and now, of course, I can't remember. I think it's by Speedo, called a TFR.
Oh, I've heard of this. Okay.
That they're breaking all of the swimming records.
Yeah, every swimming record is just
they're
getting
falling
shattered.
left and right.
Yeah.
And now people are pissed off about it. The ruling officials are pissed off. The countries are pissed off because if you have a sponsorship agreement with another manufacturer,
you
can't wear
They don't have
gear.
the technology. I like it.
And I tell you, it is a riveting sport, that swimming. And Red 75, I applaud that recommendation. They should swim nude, though. I think in the men's swimming section, that would be less than ideal. Certainly, you would think there'd be a drag issue.
Do you like the name Coco Crisp?
It's one of the dumbest. He should get his ass kicked on principle.
It's almost as good as Anquan Fournier.
Dude, Anquan Fournier, it's natural. I hear it's very popular in BC.
In BC.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a way to keep from drowning.
Nice chain.
Very nice. We got another Bucks SD who's been incredibly active over at the captain's deck lately. Want to make sure we send a shout out to Bucks SD. What can we send to him? We were talking about baseball. It just seemed appropriate. So we want to welcome everyone. For those of you who are new, we'll recount how you can keep in touch. You can chime in on the phone line at 813-964-7364. If you have questions, comments, commentary, or rants, fire them into questions at whatthebuck.net.
We have a lively chat room going on tonight. It's been 2 weeks in a row of this. This is great.
I know. If you want to be in the chat room, Queens, I'm not calling out your name or anything. I'm just saying, go over to thecaptainsdeck.net and click on the Bucks chat room on the left-hand side, and you too can join some exciting people like Creepy Crawly. Queens is in there by name now too. That's good loving, baby.
Nice.
TSZ Mike holding it down. Bucks SD Chain, and Creek.
You just started this whole what sport in the Olympics should they do nude thing. I mean,
I didn't mean to. If someone else started, I just applauded the idea. Though I have to admit, some of the athletes there have about as much right being naked in public as I do.
Yeah.
Which is not much. So, at any rate. All right, well, there's a couple of other things we want to talk about. We talked about the tours. If you're interested in going on one of those things, make sure you get that thing booked. As I understand, New Orleans is either sold out or really close. Chicago probably has some availability left. We got training camp coming out. If you pay attention to our blog on the MySpace page, which it's a little ghetto that we use the MySpace blog, but that's what we use right now. So if you want to subscribe, you can do that. We talked about training camp. We're going to be up there for a week. We're still not sure whether it's going to be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but we're going to be.
That's where you're leaning towards.
That's where I'm leaning right now. Yeah. So it's going to be really exciting to see what happens coming into training camp. We have a couple of pretty big questions looming over the team, and we're going to throw those out, especially with the activity we have in the chat room. I want to get some feedback from the folks over there because it'll stop them from talking about nude curling.
And just mention the Sox just went down 1-2-3 in the top of the second, so the Rays are back up again.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
I got the score update kicking here.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Wow, Tony. I can't even comment on that. At any rate, we got a couple of guys that may be at the end of their career, and we want to weigh in and see what you guys think about it. And we're going to throw out a name, and I want you guys to tell us how many years left this guy's got.
I'll yell them out as they type them in over here.
I'm going to start out with Kevin Carter.
Big KC. How many people? Or how many years has he got left?
Shane, I love it. Red.
Chain's going -1.
So Chain and Red both have him cut before the season starts. Okay.
Now we're getting... Okay, Creepy at 1.
Hey, their answers are just as valid, right? I mean, there's a real legitimate chance.
No, hey.
Well, you know what? You got to round it out. We can't have cut him last year, though. I guess we really did, and we really re-signed him. But another name we're going to throw out there: Rondé Barber. Rondé Barber, everybody.
Keep those coming in.
Oh, Spent. You make me love you more every week.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm doing this to try and gauge our homerism level, because I mean we certainly have been accused of being homers.
Spent does last year count?
Hey, I don't think anyone doesn't love Rondé, Mike. Right? I mean, everyone loves Rondé. The fact of the matter is, or at least the fact according to me, and since this is pretty much my show and our show, we can say whatever the hell we want. Is that last year he played like flat out balls.
He did.
He was horrible.
He was awful.
And if he doesn't step it up, he needs to move it out. So, great guy, terrific leader, all those sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
I think 4 is craziness.
The consensus seems like with all the 4s and the 2s is going to be about 3 would be the average for him.
I think 3 is a stretch.
I do too.
I think 3 is a stretch. There's a couple of obvious ones. Work done. Does anyone think he's got more than 1 on his wheels? Wow, Chain thinks he's got 3 left.
Wow.
Holy crap. Straight House just chimed in. Is Sherry crying right now? I don't know. I don't think Sherry's listening. I think she stopped listening. We picked on Rondé too much straight.
What's up, Malcolm?
Yeah, and that's a good point, right? Red 75. It depends on how much he actually gets in the game. He's been a healthy guy his whole career, but 4. God,
Good
Tony.
Night.
Tony, are you doing drugs out there in Minnesota, wherever you live?
Tony's hoping that Dunn plays a couple here and then comes up there and is a quarterback for them because they ain't got one up there.
Well, we joked earlier. I was listening to the Moohead Radio broadcast, our parent station, and made a comment. Tony was talking about costing $150 to go see a Minnesota Vikings game. I said, yeah, but it's a bargain considering you get a chance to be the quarterback for a quarter. So, yeah, I'll be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. That's excellent. Give myself
you might want to consider giving Stony Case a tryout.
Stony,
the way he throws
Stony
those,
Case from the storm,
way he throws the
riding the storm
out into the crowd.
Excellent. I'm gonna name one now that's gonna get everyone going all ooh. Derek Brooks.
Derek Brooks. What's everyone say? 2-2-1-1. All right. 3. Last year. Sounds like a bunch of people seem to think it's either 1 or 2 with him.
Yeah, I think 3 is a huge stretch.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
I think 2008 included, baby. 2008 included.
Yep. We're gonna dig up Fran Tarkenton. Oh, Tony, that's good.
You can't get to whatthebuck.net. Why not?
Uh-oh, what's up,
Creek, fire that over into a private message for me. I'll try and figure out what's going on.
See what's going on with that.
Sean will check on his computer so I don't run any risk of blowing everything up over here.
Yeah.
So obviously we got a couple of players that are on their way out, but the thing that sometimes obfuscates is the fact that we got a bunch of young guys that are on their way up. We talked about Quincy Black a little bit last week. The word out of camp from what I read this weekend, I just came back from Chicago, and boy are my arms tired.
Oh wow.
I try. I just try.
You have something on there for me?
What? Something where? Over here?
Just for really bad. Yeah, there you go.
I wish you could just shut your big yapper.
Yeah, At any rate, creepy or not creepy, Crunk or damn it,
what?
Creek?
Who are you talking to?
Well, it's creepy and Creek.
Okay.
And I said Crunk. Try and refresh your page. And Shane, I see what you're saying, right?
Here we go. Yeah, that's what he's getting.
Very interesting. If anyone else is having a problem actually getting to whatthebuck.net, let us know. Sean, could you try and go into whatthebuck.net on your another browser?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. And I did make a strange hybrid of Creek, Creepy, and Crunk, which is very, very strange. I agree. Shane says that Rondé won't know when to hang him up. I think DB will. I think DB will know when to call it good. Too many viewers. I wish that was the case. We're still hanging down here, but wow, whatthebuck.net is having a problem. It would appear that is less than optimal. If you're having a problem getting to whatthebuck.net, you can. Oh, Looks like we're getting in. Wait for it.
Maybe.
Wait for it. Oh, Creek, just try and refresh, baby.
Try refresh. I just got on there.
Oh, you're listening through the TCD toolbar. You're not watching the show. That hurts. That hurts. You know you want to see us, baby. Nice. Joey Galloway was wafted out there, and until someone can run faster than him, that son of a bitch is gonna keep playing. I bet. So yeah, I mean, we got a bunch of old guys, but we got a bunch of young guys too. We've had a chance to really kind of restock, and a lot of us are feeling pretty excited about what's gonna happen in the offseason and coming up. Now,
let's go down your list there and see how many years you think those guys have left.
Those same guys?
Yeah, same guys that we just threw out there to the chat room.
All right. Well, I think Brooks, this is it.
Okay.
I think Carter, this is it. And I agree there's an outside chance that Carter doesn't make it to the lineup.
Sure.
Rondé, I think he's going to go 2 more, but I totally agree, and I hear what you're saying, Shane. There's a chance he's not going to know what the hell he's doing and do something stupid. Dunn, I think he's done. I think he's got 1. I think we got probably...
Was this just a farewell tour, bring him home, let him retire as a Buck?
Yep. And if you're having trouble seeing the show on the video, definitely you can go over to mooheadradio.com. We're on the homepage there. We're also in our MySpace.
Benny just joined us.
Benny is in the house. Excellent. Welcome to the show, Benny. Thanks for being here. It's awesome getting some folks over from TSZ. That's phenomenal. But yeah, if you're not able to see the broadcast, I know that I should increase our viewership by just doing this during the show. If I did this, we'd have double Doctor, and that would double our viewers right there. Because he is a charming individual.
Wow.
But regardless, I think we got plenty of
Daryl and his other brother Daryl.
Exactly. Exactly. I think we got plenty of young guys to step up behind what these guys are doing.
Sure.
And you know what? To be honest, maybe Barber could extend by going into the nickel. That's very interesting. But I think we got a lot of young guys that need some time. We got Sabby coming in here who's going to be pushing the safeties.
Sure.
I think you got a chance for T-Jack to move around a lot more than he has. So, yeah, you see the popsicle sticks, huh, Mike? We'll show you the whole crew. And, yeah, we stole this idea from PTI.
Totally bet it. It's a great idea, though.
You know, Penny recommended it, so now we can always whip out whoever we need to have out here. And I scaled it down so Sean looks like the fattest one because I'm a bad person. So for any of you who don't know what's going on and can't tell by the referential size here on the screen, you might think he's packing some extra pounds.
Nice.
So, hey, I do what I do, you know. So, at any rate, again, the reason I brought this up, right, is we've got a lot of old guys coming out, but we got some young guys coming in. And so the follow-up, my mini-me, I got you, Shane. Don't worry. We'll run into each other at some point. And he's way taller than Vern Troyer. Who, by the way,
like 2 foot. Did you see
what he did? What happened was, we're not going to talk about it on the show because there's little kids who listen to the show.
Yeah.
But just saying, Vern is not going down lightly.
Check out TMZ.
Yeah, TMZ's got the story, and Vern went ahead and sued TMZ for $20 million.
Yep. Go ahead and check out TMZ. You'll find more about Mini-Me than you probably ever wanted to know.
I think it's probably a good life lesson not to pick on a little person.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they'll sue you. They will. They're not afraid. The reason I brought it up is I wanted to definitely talk about who the young guys are that are going to come up behind these guys and fill in those spots. And we're not going to talk about every one of these because some of them are kind of obvious. But we'll talk about sort of the cornerstones of the positions, right? So Derek Brooks, right? Who do you see filling the shoes for Derek Brooks? We talked a little bit about this last week. We talked a little bit about the chance of Cato June filling in.
Sure.
Right, you got guys like Adam Hayward and Quincy Black. Barrett Ruud is a middle linebacker. He's not necessarily going to fill the spot necessarily, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. They're talking maybe more of a leader of the linebacking corps.
You're going to need someone who can... You're not always going to get the guy who's either really vocal, i.e. a sap, or just quietly motivational the way Brooks was. But you're going to have someone in that linebacker crew that kind of takes control. And Ruud looks like he plays very well, right? He puts up good numbers. He's going to have to definitely improve his conditioning to make it through a whole season.
Oh, sure.
But I don't see him carrying himself that way on the field. I definitely see that out of Cato when he's not swerving down Dale Mabry. But you know, it's going to be interesting to see who that person is going to be. So
I hope it's Quincy Black that makes that.
I'm
step
a big
up.
fan of Quincy Black.
I mean,
any
he's
guy
got
who
all
I'm
the
really afraid of,
measurables.
I want him to be the guy.
Nice.
If I saw Barrett Root in a club, I wouldn't. I mean, I'd be like, hey, what's up? That'd be cool. It'd be cool to talk to a Buccaneer player. But
yeah.
Quincy Black, I wouldn't say anything to him. And I talk shit to Davin.
You did, and Davin is.
And he's a big man.
Big.
He is a big young man. So, it will be interesting to see what's going on. Now, with regards to who's going to place Rondé, to be honest, the question is going to be, is he going to be Talib for me? Right? Because the thing that Rondé brought, other than being an incredible student of the game, even last year, right, he knew where things were happening. He just didn't run fast enough to get there.
He had a sixth sense for that, making that big play.
It was his sixth or even his seventh sense, right, to go Super Troopers on you.
Yep.
He knew where to be when the ball was turned over, right? He was the guy to get the splash play.
Completely agree.
I'm hoping that Talib can come up and be that guy. Do you guys have anyone that you're looking for? No one said a damn thing about Quincy Wilson. Or Eugene Wilson, not Quincy Wilson. No one said anything about Quincy Wilson either. I mean, I don't know who Quincy Wilson is, but we're not talking about him either.
No.
But Eugene Wilson, who
he's
actually
your brother,
plays for the
Bucs. You don't know him?
Well, he's my cousin on my sister's side.
There you go.
So, now Creepy just brought up Ike, and you talk about another guy who may be towards the end of his career.
That's right.
Ike just keeps beating people out. When we went to training camp last year, you watch him, you're like, Jesus Christ, he's old.
How long is he going to keep doing
How the hell does he keep doing this? And I mean, fortunately, you got guys like Boston falling asleep at the wheel, and how can I not like baseball? Because you just described the entire game in like 3 sentences, another strikeout. There you go. I'm looking at the live action on the internet, and it's just as exciting as watching it in person. They're all standing in the exact same friggin' position they were the last time we looked at it. The only thing moving on the screen is a stupid little ball.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. Anyway, so we're going to obviously have a lot more about training camp coming up, but we're gonna be a little bit all over the board tonight. There was a rumor that was wafted out by Pro Football Weekly, and we talked a little bit about this gentleman last week when D.Sanchez was Creek just gave up. That's funny.
He did. He didn't want to argue with you.
Oh, TSZ Mike is saying it's better than arena football. Come on, Mike, you're crazy. It's certainly a more legitimate sport. It's got years on it, but as far as entertainment, I don't know. I think it's hard to go against arena football with all the slamming into walls and such. But I understand your stance. I sure as hell am not going to go to baseball unless it's for a lot of beer. So
I got a message waiting for you over there.
Oh, hey, I got a message. Sweet. Oh, it's just spent. I'll talk to her later.
Okay. Just spent.
Yeah, and Bucks SD just chimed in with something very, very interesting here about this. The first year since the late 90s when you look at the team and you're wondering how you're going to get down to 53.
Yeah.
Right, because there are going to be guys you're going to cut. They're going to come back to get you.
Maybe John Gruden will just cry enough that he'll get to keep more guys. What do you think?
Maybe.
He has been whining
He has been whining a lot.
Much
he has been whining a lot. An in-park homer. Hey, look, that's exciting.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, someone got to run around.
No, it's the Red Sox
sakes.
just went down again 3 in a row.
And we don't hate on soccer here, Mike. We actually, most of us like soccer. D.Sanchez was a collegiate player. I played a lot when I wasn't as fat as I am. It was a lot of fun. Great sport. Takes a lot of athleticism. And I actually enjoy watching soccer, though it could certainly be argued that it's got as much scoring as baseball and better acting, in fact. But certainly it is a good game. So we got Penny in the house in the chat room. Wow, this is the first time Penny's been able to actually get the chat room working.
What's up, Miss Penny?
Wow. And Benny saying you played too. Yeah. They ended up moving me back to fullback, and that wasn't much fun until I got to break a guy's ribs in co-ed soccer. That was fun.
There you go.
That was a good time.
That's pretty cool.
That's what you get when you dress like Jesus and play soccer and grab one of our girls' chest. You're just asking for trouble.
You are asking for a beat down.
Yes.
Oh, you guys should see this guy throw a moving screen in basketball too.
It is not pretty.
It is not pretty.
It's not pretty.
Good God.
So, all right. So the rumor I was talking about was that John Gruden recently hinted that he may add another receiver or two.
Okay. So we might have more receivers than quarterbacks now.
Well, I'm going to pull up my last roster chart.
Yeah, bring out that depth chart. He's high tech here too, folks.
Here we go. We'll put a little depth chart here. We'll filter it down by receivers only. Yeah, because I'm really, really gay. We got a lot of receivers currently on the depth chart.
Wow.
That would be 14 for anyone keeping track. So I suspect there is going to be a lot of cleaning out. So it'll be interesting. And no, I haven't been over to the Trop recently. I went many, many years ago when they were still the Devil Rays before they caved to the local
They exorcised the devil.
Whatever. And yes, it is gay, G-H-E-Y, of course. And no, our entire roster is not QBs, Mike. Now, Mike, you're the Raiders fan, aren't you? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I need to know if Mike is the Raiders fan from
Mike
TSZ.
was Dallas and someone else was the Raiders.
Jeez may be the Raiders fan.
Jeez
Yeah, okay.
I thought Mike was a Dallas fan.
Well, I can't make fun of Mike. His Cowboys actually, on paper,
and then our boy Benny
than us.
called in and jinxed his Bengals at one time.
Oh, for God's sakes, that's right. Last time Benny talked, he lost 6 more Bengals to the law.
I know.
That's okay. They're all getting jobs down at Mike's team, though, because the Cowboys are apparently going to sign anyone who's got a legal problem.
That's true.
So we'll see. No, and Creek, we're going to do a What the Buck night over at the Trop. That's the plan. We just haven't set it up. So, at any rate, we'll see. Some of the names they mentioned just scared the living crap out of me, though. We got Eddie Kinnison, who we've talked about on the show. Eric Moulds, who actually may be older than the Glaziers, all combined.
Wow.
Brian Gilmore. And then they went on to mention Chris Henry and Corin Robinson. Awesome.
Now, if we sign Eric Moulds, just question. We sign Eric Moulds, and we've already got Joey Galloway. Do they get like a discount on AARP cards?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just astonishing. It is really, really amazing. And you know, Tony, this is an area you actually do have some knowledge in about how bad Corin Robinson is, because that's back when you guys actually had an offense other than just AP,
yeah.
And he still sucked. No, Corin's not old. He's just ass. He's just really, really bad.
He is awful.
Yeah, and he is a convict. So again, Mike, you should watch out. Jerry may be making a phone call sometime soon as well. So
I heard him and Chris Henry and Mike Vick are all going to sign on to that new league together.
Well, Adam is hosting a camp.
Nice.
For wayward ex-athletes. Notice I call him Adam because he's no longer Pac-Man.
Yeah.
So another topic I want to bring out is a little bit
just
off.
like you're no longer Derek. You're now Anquan.
I'm Anquan. What's my name? Well, don't make me do Muhammad Ali on you.
Oh, wow.
What's my name? Oh, man. So, rookie salary cap, guys. I know that this is off the topic, and this is probably going to make you guys start going, hey, what do you think about Ernest Graham? Blah, you know, because you guys get fired up when we don't talk about specifically the Bucs, and we love you. But I'm just saying. Exactly. Good pickup, Chain. Rookie salary cap. Roger Goodell was recently in front of a meeting of the owners, 2,000 people, and said there needed to be a rookie salary cap. We've talked about this a number of times, right? And the question becomes, should there be a cap at all? If there is a cap, how should it be implemented? And should we give a shit about the financial woes of the NFL? Because that was the part, you know, and Mr. Moo was talking about this on his show last night. And Tony, you're high again. AP had a great year. That's terrific. That doesn't mean rookies deserve all the money.
So did Cadillac, and look where that would have put us now.
Right.
Yeah.
So you look at a cap like they have set in the NBA, and we looked that up beforehand, right? A slotted rookie salary cap with a guaranteed contract, right? Now remember, NFL contracts are not currently guaranteed.
Yeah.
Right? So you come out with a 3-year guarantee to allow them to establish themselves, and you can certainly put incentive clauses along this, right? But there is absolutely... No, he didn't have an AP year because he got injured, but he sure as hell could have if he kept running, right? And there's no ifs.
AP was hurt a bunch, too.
Yeah, but, I mean, you knew that. That was going in. He's going to get hurt at least once a year. But the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, and referenced earlier, that's what matters currently, it's unfair and untenable to have some punk come from BC or from Vatek or wherever
LSU or
and sign a $70 million deal or a $50 million deal, have it never proven that they can do a damn thing at the next level.
Agreed. What's wrong with the way the NBA does it?
I don't know what's wrong with it. Now, Gene Upshaw, right, the head of the Players Union, is just absolutely brilliant.
This guy has his head up his own rear end so far right now.
Right. So, you may not like the NBA, but they do some things pretty well, right? What Gene Upshaw says is that it's unfair for them to look at this because it's his job to get as much money as possible for the players, right? Irrespective of who the money goes to,
yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter that it's disproportionately shared with the 19 or 20-year-olds. But having a 2 or 3 and I like your idea going as low as 2 years, get someone a chance to get in there and show themselves, show that they can play the game and show they understand the game at this level, and then they can renegotiate. It's not about getting those young guys the money. What makes it fair and equitable is that you have a cap at all.
Yeah.
Right, so if you have a cap that allows teams to be on equal footing, and then the thing that gets lost in this is if I have to give my rookie $70 million,
yeah,
that's probably $48 million that I should have given to some other guys. So it's just amazing. And I know there was a comment in here, I don't know who it was from, maybe Creepy, about, they should make what we make, and then they'd understand how great it is. This isn't even about that, right? They're making...
No, yeah.
They should make a portion of what the teams make, right? They're not going to be paid more than the team can afford to pay them, right? But the reality of the situation is that the young guys shouldn't be the guy. Kevin Y is right. It's not fair for a 10-year vet to get told, hey, listen, we just don't have the money to sign you. We'd like to sign you, but we can't because we got to sign the new greatest thing on earth that hasn't done anything.
That hasn't proven a darn thing.
Right. So, and Tony, I've called you out a couple times saying you're high, but can you actually make an argument other than Adrian Peterson had a good year? I don't know. Sorry for the cough, guys. If you have comments, questions, opinions about this rookie salary cap thing, please get them into questions at whatthebuck.net. And we'll try and get them on the air for you. And hopefully it's more in-depth than AP's really good, and so rookies should make a lot of money. So I mean, anyway, that's our take. It doesn't make any sense. Now, other news from around the league, you guys remember the $55 million man? Javon Busted Knees Walker?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to get the real story, huh?
So what had happened was he didn't actually get clonked in the head and then thrown over someone's shoulder and dragged through the casino.
Yeah.
Right?
Kind of like Bam Bam.
Yeah, he actually he went with these guys. Right?
Because he thought they were cool.
Oh, I don't know why. I can't even begin to postulate why it was, but the guy's name was Arfat Fidel, who was rolling in some chick's Range Rover who he had borrowed. And, so Javon went on his own accord and ended up getting beat down, ended up with a broken jaw, too, which is even more humorous in my mind, which probably not fair, but, that's what I do. So it turns out Javon was not telling the truth, which doesn't surprise me, and there's a rumor now that Al Davis is starting to wonder why he spent all that money on Javon Walker. I'm not. Let's see here. What do we got in the chat room here? Yeah, Chris Chaos is arguing the New York Yankees rule. Look at me making a baseball reference.
I know.
You got
look
it.
At you.
You got it. You can buy all the best players. That's nice. And you're right, Hammy. The Saints paid all that money for Reggie Bush, and the best thing he's done is hook up with Kim Kardashian. And yes, I'm jealous of that.
The baseball game has moved on to the top of the fourth, and the Rays are still winning 1-0. And the Rays pitcher, James Shields, he's retired the first 9 guys he's faced in a row.
I am all a Twitter.
Not bad.
I am absolutely a Twitter. So, at any rate, we did, and I didn't make up that guy's name, Arfat Fidel. I wish I could have, because it would have been very, very funny. Hey, Alice in Wonderland. We're not sure who you are, but thanks for joining the chat. And we got a big group over here. I want to welcome some of the other people. Yeah, I know. The baseball thing, I can't get into it. Bucks SD, Balls Deep. Bucks, Buck 32, Chainlink, Chris, Chaos, Creek. We have 2 guests. One of them is Benny. I think the other one is Penny, which is an interesting rhyming situation. Creepy, Queens, Red 75, Spent, Tony the Calf, TSZ Mike representing Dallas, and the board, thesportszone.net, which cannot be ignored, and World of Hammy showing up over here. So we do have a couple things going on. We have a marriage proposal now apparently from 1416, who I assume is Benny, unless Penny is proposing to herself, which is interesting. and Mike is threatening to cut Benny, which is even more interesting. So if there was a fight,
wow,
that would be very, very interesting. So let's move on to yet another topic of discussion. Backup quarterbacks.
Woohoo!
It's just astonishing, right? Backup quarterbacks. So I want you to tell me the 2 top backup quarterbacks that currently are unemployed. Anyone?
The top 2. Dante Culpepper.
Oh, we got one.
And Bernie Kosar. I don't know the other one. Culpepper and blah. The round mound of football.
Jay Fiedler. No, it ain't Jake Plummer. Byron Leftwich.
Brett Favre.
Byron Leftwich. It is Brett Favre. No, and it's not our boy Jared Lorenzen. The round mound of touchdown. Apparently, Byron Leftwich has. Apparently, Allison Wonderland came into the wrong chat. Byron Leftwich is apparently down.
Well, when she has 14 at the end of her name, it's probably not a good thing.
Well, hey, Benny, 14, that may be in the wheelhouse there.
Dude, that was some undercover cop coming into the chat room. That's what that was.
Oh, that's the wrong guy.
Hey, someone was about to be on Dateline NBC. Somebody was about to have, what's his name, come to your living room. Not cool.
So the question I have... Byron has apparently lost like 35 pounds, according to the report I read today. He's dropped a bunch of weight. The biggest problem is that he can't seem to stay healthy at all. It's like he steps near a facility and he breaks a knee
and twists an ankle or something real quick.
Mobility, hell, Rob Johnson was mobile compared to this guy. Drew Bledsoe looked sprite. So it's just interesting that Dante can't seem to get a deal. Dilfer will probably get signed before either one of them. That's true.
I think Joey Harrington. There you go. There you go.
Wait a minute, Joey Harrington. So who's in Atlanta right now? You got Ryan, Redmond, and Harrington in Atlanta. I thought.
No, the rookie.
Yeah, Ryan is.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Joey's still in Atlanta. Redmond's backing him up, but I thought Harrington was the third. But. And anyway,
I think Joey Harrington and Brady Quinn should just form a boy band and get it over with.
Oh boy, Penny's gonna have an aneurysm. Yeah. Yeah. So, reference earlier comment about UF quarterbacks and just replace Louisville quarterbacks.
There you go.
So. Anyway. All right. Well, it's okay, folks. Apparently, we were supposed to call someone out about their comments about Sapp. Warren Sapp had his going away party this last weekend. For those of you Bucs fans on here, you either loved him or hated him, but you certainly respected what he did on the field. Which, I loved him.
I loved him.
We loved him.
I still love him.
Yeah, right now, But he apparently showed up 2 hours late to his own party, which is suboptimal. But the proceeds all went to charity, which is terrific.
Do you think he's like Paris Hilton or something?
Can you imagine old school? Tony, you keep talking all that shit. I'm going to come to Minnesota. Don't you worry about how I sing there, big boy. Backup quarterback. Nice. We got a lot of activity going on there. It's just not a lot of meat going on. Let's see. I'm going to check the mailbox here. The doc isn't set up to do that just yet. See if we got any comments or questions that come into questions@whatthebuck.net. That'll give you a chance to see if anything exciting has happened over in the baseball game. And just taking a look over there, it looks like everyone's in the same spot that they were before.
They were in earlier.
All right. We've had no questions come into the questions box here at whatthebuck.net, it would appear.
No one wants to talk about Sapp Dancing with the Stars?
We left it out there.
No one wants to bring that up?
We left it out. And no, we're not going to talk about the UFO in France. Ricky Williams did, however, say he's not a UFO guy, despite the fact that he believes in almost every other conspiracy theory. I'm pretty sure he was stoned when he said it. I mean, I may be going out on a limb, but I'm just saying. So if Sapp shows up on Dancing with the Stars, I want to get in on the betting on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because he is fleet of foot.
For as big a dude as he is, and he's dropped a lot of weight since his playing days, too. Don't fool yourself.
I'll tell you, he looked pretty good hopping around in Atlanta when he caught that touchdown pass. Best running back in Florida, Ricky Williams. Nice. Nice. Very good. Very, very good. All right, well, I'm going to take a look at some of my notes here. I know we had some other things we want to talk about a little bit. Talked about Dante and Byron Leftwich. I honestly don't know why Dante's unemployed. To be quite, I understand Leftwich as much as I like. Byron Leftwich, and I respect. I mean, who can't remember him getting carried down the field on a broke leg, still driving them down in college? But I'll tell you, he just hasn't been very impressive past that.
Yeah.
So we got another TSZ representative coming in just as TSZ. That's how strong that person is. They're just TSZ. Damn you, Mike. You ain't TSZ. And damn you, Benny, and damn you, Penny. Y'all ain't TSZ because TSZ just showed up in the house. So we'll find out who TSZ is.
Oh, goodness.
I know, and Hammy, I know.
Benny's like, what? I will ban that person. Oh, they left.
Oh,
you scared
man.
them off. Not cool.
That's hateful. I don't know why Dante didn't sign in Green Bay, to be quite honest. If I were Dante Culpepper...
Oh, that'd be the first job I'd look at.
If the Storm called me, I would sign. Because that cat is one step away from a WIC check. Wait, no, he doesn't get WIC checks. He's a dude. But anyway, Chris Hansen. I love when jokes come full circle. That's phenomenal. What are we supposed to make fun of someone for? Did you pull up that link?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, hit that link one time. Apparently there's something going on over there.
Let's see what this is all about.
Oy vey. So as far as excitement goes, we're like 3 weeks out from training camp, a little bit under 3 weeks, which is exciting for me. We got a couple of different wagers on the line for those of you who are not aware of it in the chat room here. We've got a wager outstanding with Panthers fans in general, specifically the Panther fans. Oh, TSZ is back. They didn't get banned yet.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus, plotting a call-in next week. That's what's going on. I see. Wow, they keep tiptoeing around. At any rate, the bet is that in the 2-game series between the Bucs and the Panthers, when you deduct the scores from one another, I will pay the Panthers fan a dollar amount equal to the number of points different if they score more than us.
Okay.
And they will do the same to me.
Okay.
Now, we talked about that a little bit. I'm hoping that we win about 7,042 to 3 over the 2 games, but that's probably unlikely. But that's one wager we got. Now, Tony and the Panthers do have fans apparently, Mike, and you've seen them. They multiply like friggin' rabbits over at the Sports Zone. So you're gonna take that bet on me, Tony? You want to take that bet? A dollar a point difference?
Wow.
I'll take it. I don't want you to have to take a mortgage though. But consider it good. I'll take that bet. A dollar a point.
He's going to take it.
Is he going to commit? It's on. He commits.
There you go.
All right, so we have another bet. I offer 10 a point. I'm getting people to invest in it now. Very nice. Very, very nice. So we've got all this recorded. Don't worry. Yeah, margin of victory, right. So if we win, say, 34 to 14,
yeah,
you only owe me $20.
$20.
It's almost like a gentleman's wager.
That's right. 56 to 3.
That would be sweet. So, Tony, just make sure that I'm able to find where you are, right? So you just make sure that I can find you. That Vikings D, yeah. Doo-doo-doo. I'm definitely afraid of that guy blowing the horn up there.
Yeah.
All right. So apparently there's another Minnesota fan out there, 1416. Though I think that's Penny, and she clearly doesn't know anything.
No,
she's an
that's
OSU
Benny.
fan. Oh, that's Benny.
Benny.
Okay. I was picking on Penny for no reason. I apologize. I pulled back my unintentional or accidental OSU jab.
He's like, it's Gumby, damn it.
So, all right. Well, we got no questions in the questions box, which is absolutely disappointing. We've got no...
Especially with all these people we got hanging in the chat room.
That's a good... Don't hate on OSU either. I will hate on OSU. I actually...
Oklahoma State?
That's excellent. Screw just joined the captain's deck. That sounds interesting.
The Oklahoma State? Is that what he's talking about?
Very nice. Very nice.
Or the Oregon State? Is that what it is?
I actually like this banter back and forth about you know why I hate Ohio State?
Why?
It actually is really sad. Other than the fact that my friends out in Seattle were big Michigan fans. They're Michigan alums, so you had to hate Ohio State. I didn't go to either one of the schools.
Sure.
I mean, I went to UCF for like 3 years, but didn't finish that. So I really couldn't give a shit about what college football.
Did you ever hear what they say about Michigan?
No.
Did you know that Ann Arbor, Michigan?
What about it?
Ann Arbor is a whore? She is.
I did not.
Dirty,
Where is
dirty
it?
whore.
There it is.
Did not know that.
Anyways, why do you hate
that douchebag who was choking the quarterback? And I can't even remember his name now. I'm sure one of these OSU fans is going to be able to remember that. Remember the guy who choked out the quarterback, about broke his throat? He couldn't call the signals at the line.
Yeah.
So I hated them ever since then. So it's actually no real good, deep, and amazing reason, but it's fun to make fun of because that's what I do, make fun of things. Maurice Claret's a pretty good reason too. That's a good point. Very nice. We got Straight House chiming in here. No, it wasn't Latrell.
No, it wasn't Latrell.
Does anyone know the name of that?
This is the first What the Buck that Latrell has came up twice. In one episode.
Hey, Antoine Jameson signed a 4-year, $50 million extension. Wow, can you say stupid?
Wow. And not only that, but Gilbert is about to sign for $600 million.
What? No.
6 years, $100 million bucks.
Okay. Yeah, you sound like you said $600 million.
No, 6 years, $100 million bucks. Disgusting.
Yeah. So no one knows the name of this friggin' linebacker. Sean, could you find out who this linebacker is?
All right.
Just type in Ohio State douchebag linebacker, and you should be able to find it.
Let's see. I want to type that exact same thing. What you just said. I'm going to type that in and see what happens.
It's not $600 million. He misspoke. It's a 6-year, $100 million deal.
$100 million. Yeah.
So how
did you put it? Douchebag.
Ohio State linebacker.
Ohio.
Robert Reynolds. Robert Reynolds is who just chimed in. I thought it was a weirder name than that, but what the hell do I know?
We're gonna see what pops up. No.
Wow. You don't want to know what popped up.
Yeah, nothing.
This is not good. Oh, James Laurinaitis popped up on the 4th.
Yeah, there you go.
But I don't know why he would be considered that. And it was the Wisconsin game, absolutely. It was that Wisconsin quarterback with an Adam's apple the size of a bowling ball. So, at any rate, I mean, I know we digress, but when we don't have feedback from the crowd, sometimes we got to make some stuff up. We're going to check the rumor mill real quick and see what's going on here, see if anything else new has happened. And no, other than the stuff we've already talked about. There was a rumor about Cedric Benson.
It was Robert Reynolds.
Good call for whoever chimed in on Robert Reynolds.
Yep.
He sounds like an actor guy.
I wonder if I can find the video feed of that.
Jim Sorgi. I remember that guy.
Oh, poor Jim Sorgi. Sorgi?
I don't know. He should be able to fight, though, with a name like that.
Yeah.
So, did you hear about...
His ass kicked a lot as a kid.
That's what I'm saying. Did you hear about Benson?
No, what happened with Benson?
So, Benson to the Texans. Yeah, Spence chiming in. She's Jane on the spot, as it were.
Was she a Texans fan now, too?
No, she just pays attention to everything. She's ever present.
Because you've been accusing her of being a Panthers fan all night, too.
I just think she has an unholy alliance with the Panthers.
Oh.
Because I heard a rumor that there's actually a Panthers logo on the back of her truck.
Ooh.
A Panther fan. Nice. Very nice. So, the fact that Cedric Benson can get a job in the NFL should piss everyone off.
Is amazing.
But it shouldn't surprise any of us. Other sad note, guys, let's have a little moment of silence here. Apparently, David Boston was injured again. He'll miss 10 to 12 weeks after undergoing surgery to repair a stress fracture in his foot. Why is he still in the news?
I care why. Why did you just waste 10 seconds of my life reading that to me?
Well, it's that or watch the baseball players not move. I mean, what the hell do you want me to do? Look, that's the pinnacle of excitement.
Wow.
And you're right. Thanks, Hammy. Thanks for getting my back. Well, I don't think Canada will hate Benson. They actually support drug use there, right? I mean, they're big fans.
Yeah.
Socialists. I'm just kidding for any Canadians who are listening.
We love you, Canada.
Excellent. All right, we are sitting at 8:09, folks. We are running out of topics. We're going to close this thing at about 8:15 if we don't have anything else to talk about. It doesn't make sense to drag you out. We were hoping we get a comment from Sanchez. I think I may actually give Sanchez a call
See what happens.
Let's see what's going on here. Doc, you want to actually call him off air? Let me pull him up on the phone, see if you can get a hold of him. He's at the Trop, and as I understand it, people are actually going to those games. Doc's going to give him a call off air, and if he can, we're going to have him call in to the What the Buck line at 813-964-7364 as I take another walk around the league.
Off air, but you can still see me.
Yeah. Here. He's calling. Oh, no, he's not calling me. Calling D.Sanchez. The Jaguars, Paul Spicer signed a 2-year, $8 million contract extension, which means he's going to be around for at least 2 more years. Marshawn Lynch, we already made fun of. It turns out he was driving the car.
All right, can you call the studio right now?
Tell him we'll text him the number.
I lost him.
Oh.
He'll call in.
Sanchez is going to try and call in here. If he calls in, we'll get a report live from the Trop from our roving reporter, Dave Sanchez. And I don't know that it'll be any more exciting than what I just said, to be honest, because it's going to be like, hey, it's 3-2.
Still 1-0.
It's still 1-0. That's hard to believe. Let me see what's going on over here in the chat room.
You really hate baseball.
I do. I really, really do.
Yeah, I just find it funny.
Why?
Because you love sports so much.
Yeah, I do.
And this is one of the oldest ones out there.
Shuffleboard's probably old, too.
Wow.
It's tied now, apparently. Is it 1-1? Oh, Benny, are you making fun of the first-place Rays? What's that all about? Where's my sound effects? Because I got them on that one. What? What, you don't know? Here we go. We got D.Sanchez calling in. D.Sanchez, what the buck?
What's up, brother?
Hey, we're sitting here talking with a bunch of peeps in the chat room. We got a lively group going, but there's not a lot of news, so we figured we'd call our roving reporter live and direct from the Trop and get some feedback on what's going on at the baseball game.
All right, listen, first of all, I want to give out a disclosure because it's hard for me to hear, and my phone has been cutting in and out, but I will do my best. The game is good so far, 1-1 in the 4th inning. DJ Upton led off with a solo home run on the first pitch, and it was wonderful. I'll tell you that. It's a good time out here. We've got some lively fans out here. It's wonderful to see that there are a lot of Rays fans that are out here compared to Boston fans.
Nice.
Rays!
Nice. So how many fans do you think are there right now?
Honestly, I'm looking around, and it's close to being sold out.
Wow.
So well, it is a Red Sox game, but it's nice to hear that the Rays fans actually outnumber the Red Sox fans, as I understood that was not the case earlier in the year.
No, it definitely was not the case earlier. I just say that there's a lot of support for the home team right now, so I gotta give props out to all the Rays fans. So
excellent.
It's a lot of fun being out here. I'll tell you that. Having a couple cold ones. Thinking about you guys.
Nice.
Nothing but love. But
can you take a pot shot at a Red Sox fan right now while you're on the phone?
Can I do what?
Can you just take a swing at a Red Sox fan that's near you on the phone so we can get one of these fights started?
I could, but then I might not be there for next Monday's show.
Oh, that would not be good. Plus, Amanda would whip my ass.
Yeah, she would. No, but seriously, we do got to plan this, man. We do got to plan this for all of our What the Buck peeps to come out here and have a good night. And honestly, I got a date in my head. I'm not going to disclose it yet, but I got a date in my head. I think it'll be a lot of fun on a Saturday night coming up. So we will talk about that and try to get that out to the people.
Excellent, man. Well, I appreciate you giving us the call and letting us know what's going on. Now get back to your beer, and I don't want to take you away from the game too long because there's a lot of stuff that happens in baseball. I don't want you to miss any of the action.
Yeah.
Did you pick up on that sarcasm?
Whatever.
All right, man.
Maybe we can find somebody new cheap, then we'll be all right.
Oh. For anyone watching the show right now, this is D.Sanchez live on the call. We got your popsicle stick up here, bro.
What's that?
We got your popsicle stick up here so they know who we're talking to.
Very nice. Hey, if you get a chance, I don't know if you're able to or not, but I'm not sure if you got the email. I took a picture with my cell phone, emailed you the Cocoa Crisp thing. I don't know if you got it or not.
No.
But if you... No? Like I said...
Oh, no, I got it right now.
What's that?
I got it right now. I'll put it up.
Yeah, if you can. I think it's pretty hilarious.
Okay, I'll try and put it up right now, D.
All right, brother. Take care.
All right, then. Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya. That was Dave Sanchez, our co-host, live and direct from the Rays game. I'm going to try and put this picture up. For some reason, the stupid camera software we use jacks up pictures from time to time. We'll do the best we can here. Give me a second. No, I don't want to put Cedric Benson's drunk mug up here.
Oh, God.
Let's find where I put it. And we'll see what we can do here. I've got to get over to my Mogulus. There you go. That's live and direct from the game. Shields is a serial killer, punching Coco Crisp right in the grill. Very nice. That's live from the game. So thanks to Dave for hooking us up with the action live from the Trop. It's funny how much we sound like we have people all over the place.
I know. I love it.
We got a roving reporter out at the Trop. We're gonna go live via the satellite uplink. Jeez is in the house. Welcome, G's. You know, it's funny. People are telling us to talk shit about the Raiders, and you weren't even in here. Wow. And we don't have a reporter in London, sadly, but we do have Bucks Girl. We didn't give her any props about the Facebook.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so, folks.
You want to put the link up?
Yeah. Give me the link, and I'll put it up here.
Okay.
And let's get Hammies up as well. For those of you, I know that this sounds like we're whoring out, and we kind of are a little bit, but, you know, there's some people who listen to the show and do a lot of amazing things for us. And we want to make sure we give them credit for those things. World of Hammy has put together a MySpace page for What the Buck, and it is www.myspace.com/ I think it's World of Hammy. If you don't know where it is, go to our page. The Facebook page we're going to put up here right now.
I'm going to put it in the chat room.
Oh, you're going to put it in the chat room?
Because you won't want to type all that out.
Okay, that's the link to the Facebook link. If you're on Facebook, make sure you get out there and join as a fan of the show if you can. Or if you are a fan of the show, if you're just here to make fun of us, well, then we'll join anyway. Apparently, the Rays are up 3-1. We missed all that excitement. What the hell happened?
I know. I'm sorry, man. I was busy doing the Facebook thing over here.
You know, I think we're actually busting this chat room because people are having problems getting in and out of the chat.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if you're on Facebook, please get out there and become a fan of the show. And if you're on MySpace, could you go out to the MySpace page?
Yeah, MySpace page.
World of Hammy has been rocking the MySpace Bucks or What the Buck fan site for quite some time. So we're going to work with those guys to make sure we get as much of that stuff up as possible. We want to really thank Bucks Girl Denmark and World of Hammy for hooking those things up. So
man, we got fans in Denmark.
We do. We got peoples. We got 2 fans in Denmark.
Who else you know that got fans in Denmark?
I don't know. But it's very cool. It's very cool, guys. So he's gonna get the link for the What the Buck. It's that one. So we'll put that one up in the chat room as well. So if you got any pictures of yourself, like World of Hammy is mentioning, we're trying to get one of those sort of where in the world is Carmen Sandiego things going on, where if you've got your What the Buck gear on, I think there's an easier way to get to it than that.
Yeah, I just grabbed the link.
If you've got any of your gear and you want to send pictures up, we'll definitely get those up. Penny, that's funny. Yeah, I can't say anything about that. But if you have some gear, got some pictures, we'd love to have pictures of What the Buck all over. Geez, you're down to wear a thong? We got them on the website, baby. So you see the link right there.
We've had plenty of people threatening to do it.
Yeah, we've only got 2 people who've actually sacked up and gotten a thong.
And done it.
Only 2. And one of them's online right now. Yes, Monica was one. Sanchez. No, I don't think Sanchez is rocking the thong at the.
He might be wearing it at the Rays game tonight.
He might. It's a fashion statement. It really is. But all kidding aside, if you do want to get out there and get some gear, and no, we didn't check. He's at the Trop, baby. Come on, Red. But if you do have some gear and you want to come over to that party,
the Trop is like on the opposite end of the earth from where we're at right now.
Oh, you're gonna cry like all the people who can't get to the game.
It's like forever away.
So for any of you non-locals, your girlfriend's gonna get a thong. Excellent. Make it happen, creepy. That's good loving. That's good loving. I want to remind everybody here. We're sitting at 8:20. I want to remind everybody of a couple things. One is if you are local, and I know a number of you are, we are having a birthday party for D.Sanchez.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a good time.
Should be a very good time for D.Sanchez. He's turning 30, which makes him still the middle-aged one in the group. I'm old. Sean's young. Well, how do you know?
I got him beat.
What? Damn it.
What? He He's the baby.
Damn it. D.Sanchez is the baby. What are you, 31?
No, I'm 30.
You're already 30. You beat him by months. Nice.
I beat him to it.
Nice.
Yeah, remember, I went to medical school.
I forgot about that. So, definitely, it's nice. Lots of people go to school for 6 years. Yeah, Tommy, we call those people doctors.
Yeah.
It's going to be on July 12th at 7 o'clock at the Channelside Hooters. Make sure you come out there and let us know you're going to be there, and we'll definitely have a good time. I think we're going to go from Hooters over to the Crazy Bowl-orama.
Yep.
And
Splitsville.
Get our bowl on.
Yep, Splitsville, and there's plenty of other places that people will be heading out after too. So
absolutely. Nice. I think that covers what we've got tonight, folks. We don't have anything in the queue here for questions, I don't think. We got one more new registration. Jessica, we want to thank you for registering on the site. Not sure what name you're registered under here on the chat, but if you're here, we want to thank you. I want to thank everyone else for listening. We should be live and direct Monday. I'm going to be in Houston. We're going to try and have it set up so we can still do the show live next week. If we have any problems, we'll let you know. And that means after that week, we'll only be one more week away from training camp and actually having a lot of stuff to report.
A lot to talk about.
So in the interim, we want to thank everybody for listening. Spread the word if you can. And I think that pretty much covers it. Doc, you got anything you want to cover?
No, I had a great time tonight.
Yeah, good fun.
Good lively chat going on. Let's keep this up.
Yep.
And everyone have a great 4th of July.
And, Shane, I don't know if we're going to go back to 2 a week at training camp because we normally did a pre and a post. But given the fact that we'll be out there for a week, we might. It's just going to be about the amount of news we get. Now, I know that if we're out there for a week, we're going to get a lot of media. We should have a lot of pictures, and we should have a lot of pics, or a lot of videos, too. So we're going to try and get videos as well as action pics, and we're going to start trying to do our live videos from our phones come activities. So I'll be getting you guys a new RSS link for the live videos as well. So, again, thanks for all the support. Spread the word. Tell your friends. And we'll see you guys next week.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
You see that?
Nice.
Thanks for listening to What the Buck. Brought to you live by whatthebuck.net and the Moohead Radio Network. Make sure you register at www.whatthebuck.net to receive announcements about the show and Buccaneer news in general. Until next time, keep those questions coming to questions@whatthebuck.net, and most of all, keep supporting our Buccaneers.